I have been banned from CASTLEVANIA speedrunning while showing no proof, knowing what they have was already debunked and will be debunked again today. But let's start from the beginning. So what happened? The Jupiter Climb gave me the news. He says the mod team has evidence of macros. In summary, they're accusing me of using a tool to dash for me. Naturally, I have a few questions. Spoiler alert, none got answered. So first I'm like, hey, this happened before, you know? That time the moderator changed their mind and approved my run. But hey, the game got a new official release, so maybe they forgot about everything that came before, including my proof, but more on that later. And what I say next, I kind of regret because it's not actually relevant. It was basically me venting out my frustrations over this situation, essentially saying that cheating would not be worth risking my image. But anyway, next I'm like, hey, can we talk? Nope, decision is final. Okay, fine, but can you at least tell me why I'm banned? Like, what led to this decision? Let's see. Well, it's cloudy outside. Well, I get it, he didn't see it. Well, that's why he wears glasses. There's actually nothing wait, hold on, he did respond to something. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, he responded to the thing that I said earlier that's not relevant, because it has nothing to do with the evidence. Great. Well, if they refuse to talk to me, at least it's because they're so confident about their evidence. Wait. Suspected macro usage? Suspected? Are you guys not even sure? What is this? Okay, enough fooling around. They told me it's macros, so it's fair to assume it's the same accusations. So let's talk about what happened the first time, and let's debunk everything. So around 3 months ago, when I got the crucial record for the second time, Lonely, as she was a moderator of this game, she told me she was going to ban me because she had evidence of macro usage, and after like a week of conversation, she changed her mind and verified my runs. But why? Well, first we gotta look at what she claimed. She told me my dashes were never 8 frames long, which indicates macros because that's not what a human would produce. And then I found out that this was true, but only if you look at my input display. I will show you what I mean. This right here is a video that I sent to Lonely, and this is what ultimately made her decide to verify my runs. Also, in case you think this could be fake or video edited, I want you to notice that I proposed to do this live. Anyway, let's watch the video. So this is a simple video of me dashing on camera. This is not just to show that I'm capable of doing it by myself, which it's an added benefit. But the main point of this is something else. It's the fact that while here I'm clearly not using macros, my input display still behaves in the same way that it does in my runs, not having any of those 8-frame gaps between one dash and the next, which means that my input display acting that way is not because I'm cheating, it's because it just does not work properly. Now let me clarify how this works so that there's no confusion. So frame 1 starts when the Y bar lights up for the first time, and it's frame 1, not frame 0. So in this example, this is frame 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is a 7-frame dash, and this is when I'll say that this video is in the description below so that anyone watching this can check for themselves that this video, in which I'm clearly not using macros, does not have any 8-frame dashes either, which proves that the true culprit of this situation is my input display. And if you're still not convinced and think my input display is an accurate depiction of all of my inputs, well, there are more instances of this not working properly that are even more blatant than that. You can even tell at a glance without needing to slow down the video or anything, because if you hear the sound of Shanoa's dashes, you can hear how it's a constant dashing sound. You can hear how I'm dashing at a constant speed. However, if you look at the Y button, which is what I use to dash, like it's being pressed almost erratically, which doesn't make any sense. Whereas the sounds of my keyboard do line up with the dash sound. I don't know. But in case you want this slowed down analysis, I'll do that as well. Here Y is pressed, Shano dashes here, 1, 2, 3, and now Y is pressed again. The input display showed 1 dash, but Shano dashed 3 times. And now I will show a clip from my world record run in which the same thing happens. Now let's take a look at my input display once again. So this is frame 1 of a dash. Now count the dashes here. 1, 2, 3, and now. As you can see, it's now that the input display shows the Y is being pressed again. Even though inside of the game, you can see how I dashed 3 times instead of 1. It's the exact same scenario. And even though this should be enough proof already, I'm gonna show one more piece of evidence that I'm innocent. One that, by the way, the moderators are not even aware of, because I didn't need to show it to Lonely, she verified my runs anyway, and well, now I didn't get to say anything, because again, the decision is final, so pretty much no one knows about this. But I preserved an old run that I didn't stream, where you can hear my keyword while I'm playing, and all of the issues about my input display, they are still there. Which again shows that my input display behaving like that is not because of macros. I'm going to link this one in the description as well, and well, here's a random example. Nice, there you go. And also, if you still want to make the argument that I'm using macros in here, because even though you can hear the mashing, well, I mean, you can use a macro where you mash 1 key instead of 2, right? Well, in that case, there's no proof to say that. And you know why? It's because if I were to mash with 1 key instead of 2, well, I would still produce 8 frame dashes. Like, why would those be skipped? The only way would be if I was using a macro that's like automatic or something. And well, in that case, there would be no mashing. I hope everything's clear by now. So I guess I'm gonna go with some closing thoughts. I just think this was such a shame. I think I was not really treated how I deserve. If you love the game, you would think that you would want to make sure you didn't kick someone out when they're innocent. You would think you want to make sure they really are a cheater, and you would like them to be innocent, so it supports the game. And also, like, this does matter to me. Like, I care about my runs. I've put a lot of effort into it. I think I started like a year ago. That's when I started learning the speedrun. I grinded for like a couple months before starting to stream the game. And then when I started streaming, it took some months of serious efforts to actually get it. And man, I've been improving every single day. I've been learning every single detail. I've been reviewing all the people's runs. I've been reviewing my own runs, practicing, grinding, and all of that. Well, from all of that, I got one of my proudest achievements when it comes to speedrunning. So I mean, I don't have any regrets, but just to see it vanish like that in a blink of an eye, I just wonder why. I don't know, man. It feels... Maybe it's because maybe they don't trust me because I'm an outsider. Like, I don't have a name for myself. I had almost no experience to playing Castlevania before playing Order of Ecclesia, right? I'm not well known in any way. I don't know, man. It's just speculating at this point. What I know for sure is I don't deserve the way that I've been treated. Instantly assuming that I'm a cheater and a liar. I can say though, at the very least, that Lonely was nice to me. Like, she actually let me defend myself and explain, which is the opposite of what happened there. And to be fair, she had compelling evidence, at least more than it should be right now that I responded. Like, at the time, the information she had. But still, she still allowed me to respond. You know, I can at least thank her for that. But yeah, outside of that, this was really disappointing. So yeah, I think my thoughts are clear. I don't plan on giving up speedrunning though. I'll look for a different game, a community or whatever. But yeah, at least I didn't want to leave without making everything clear first, in case this can affect me in the future. But yeah, I think everything has been explained now. And actually, if you made it this far and yeah, you've been listening to me this whole time, I really thank you for that. Because if you think about it, to go throw in an accusation, that's really easy compared to having to go and debunk it, go over everything, analyzing everything, and then even having to convince people to listen to you in the first place. So yeah, because of that, if you're listening, thank you. And yeah, if you want to share the video too, that'd be really helpful. You know, just so people can know what actually happened. Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, as always, thanks guys for watching. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. And goodbye. Take care.